Hello. Alright. This is going to be way off of what I usually do about mechanical stuff. I guess one of the oldest questions that we've asked ourselves since man has been man is, how far is too far? Neanderthal had to think when he walked out on a frozen lake, how far is too far? How far am I going to go until I break through? Well, luckily I found the answer. This is too far. We have people that are walking their children around their neighborhoods on dog leashes on their hands and knees because their kid identifies as a cat. We have school systems being informed to provide litter boxes and nap beds for this. Are we as a people okay walking down the street and seeing a father lead his daughter around on a leash on her hands and knees? 10 years ago, you would have been arrested and charged with child endangerment, probably pedophilia, and maybe even kidnapping because you've got them bonded or binded. What changed? It's not a cat, it's a kid. I'm pretty sure I know the difference. So, why are we okay with it? Yeah, let's hit on the Epstein stuff. For anybody that doesn't know, the big gist of it is children were being sold to rich rings of people that did the foulest, unimaginable things to these children. Rape, sodomy, murder. They've been implicated. I haven't heard of anybody being arrested or charged. But if me and two of my buddies were implicated, I goddamn guarantee you, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to be down in the county jail. So, if we know that this should not happen, then why aren't we doing anything about it? It's too far. As a species, when you give your young up as prey to animals, there is nothing lower that you can do. This is too far. Okay? But everybody has the right to be what they want to be. It's been pushed too far. Come on, motherfucker. Sorry, that was somebody in traffic. But so this is it. This is too far. I don't want to live in a world where this happens and nothing happens. And I don't want to get in third world countries. And I don't want to get into any other topic. And this is for any kid anywhere in the world. Right now there's a kid in a dark room that's by itself, that's been taken off the street, bought, sold, or whatever, from his parents or anybody, and whisked away to some location. I would say treated poorly because of what happens to him. And they're in a room right now, and somewhere around that room, there are people that are planning and preparing for the vile acts that they're getting ready to do to this child. And then it happens. And it has. There's proof. Right there in the Epstein files. But this just is about Jeffrey Epstein. Because he couldn't have did what he did without the nasty motherfuckers that needed him to do that so they could do what they needed to do. You can't sell a kid to a sex ring unless there's adults that want to do that to kids. When the body gets invaded by a bacteria or a virus, it sends out its troopers to confront the attacker and defeat it, the antibodies. So why has the human species antibodies not been sent out to attack the disease? Why do we not recognize that anybody that thinks of this as okay is disease? And yes, although they hold rights, why do we not recognize that you can't violate the rights because they're a person, but are they a person that is deserving of those rights? If a 30-year-old man's dick gets hard when he looks at a 2-year-old girl, he is broken. He may be a great person, go to church or help at the food pantry or fix old ladies' cabinets. In that fashion, he's a great person. But there's an underlying issue. He gets an erection when he sees a kid. He is broken. Because little kids don't make people get erections. The person gets the erection because of the kid. The kid doesn't make them get the erection. And to me, and this is so hard for me to say because, I stand behind the Constitution and rights and all this, and that would be just to talk about the United States. But in general, as the world, it's unsaid law. Goddamn, don't fuck with the kids. You're supposed to protect your kids from enemies, not serve them up on a plate. So do we take away the rights of the people that do this? No, you can't, because then you're just as bad as they are in a sense. They're standing behind this. That's why they get away with it. Oh, well, even though the Constitution says, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, unless your pursuit of happiness infringes on anybody else, it does not mean that you can do whatever the fuck you want and hide behind this one statute. So if that's the problem, then why isn't there laws that, okay, this isn't a constitutional issue, this is a mankind issue. This is a species issue that members of our tribe are giving our young up as fodder. That's not civil. That's not constitutional. That's a species. In World War II, when the Nazis did this kind of thing, it was crimes against humanity. So that's what I'm going to call it. These are crimes against humanity. These people need to be found, held, charged, and judged under crimes against humanity. Not child endangering or kidnapping, because that's not what it is. It's a ring. And I believe, things that happen across interstate lines makes it a, what did the Fed change so that they can, makes it a, damn it. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so if they kidnap them in one place and take them over here, then that should be that. It's a crime against humanity. It's not a normal crime. And we can't treat it as a normal crime. But it has to stop. Or we just need to euthanize every one of us. It's amazing, and I even feel bad. I made videos about stupid shit now. How to do this on a lawnmower or how to do this in my trade. And I'm just now making a video about this. And this is so much more serious than what I thought was important. I should make a video before. So if you're watching this video, what do you do next? You say, well, he makes a point, but I don't want to get into it. That's not my concern. Yes, it is. It's everybody's fucking concern. It's our children. It takes a village. Most people don't know what that means. But it does take a village. And right now we need to be a village for the kids. Don't do it for me, do it for the kids. Do it because it's what's right to do. It has to be exposed in a manner better than it is now. Because right now it's exposed by the national news and all this, and then it's sweet. No, it needs to be exposed in the small towns and the streets. By marching and picketing and doing what our Constitution will allow us to do to bring it forth. And then we need politicians that have sacks that take it further. But none of this is going to happen unless we we're loud enough. And I do swear that from today on, I will scream as loud as I can every time I can against the crimes against humanity that are happening to the children of our world. Man, it's a big thing. But isn't the reason why even bigger? You know, that one apple ruins a bunch, or blah, 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 blah. It's such a small number of these people that are doing this that if it was any other group, they would be taken care of quickly. But because they're of the elites and they have money and they're plugged in and they can call their senator person that they went to Yale with and say, hey, I just got caught, you know, raping 5 kids. Please help me. And then nothing's ever heard about. That's what we need to get past. Now, me personally, 24 cents, 1 shot to the back of the head, drug it to the center of town, and stacked like cordwood. In a little bit, you're either going to have a giant fucking pile of nasty, nasty fucking people, or it's going to stop. And both of them are great. Because I don't see anybody that does anything like this to a kid, how they're a productive part of the society. Give a fuck who you are. You could build Habitat for Humanity houses every minute of your life. But if you're fucking molesting a kid, that don't make you a good person. So, here's what I've got to say. I'm going to do one a day. But everybody that ever has tried to do something, they need help. And every follower, or every time this is shared, that's helping me see that I am doing something. That there are other people out here that are normal and say, oh God, this is wrong. Not, it doesn't bother me because it hasn't happened to me. It will if we don't do something. It will happen to somebody. And if it happens to one person, then that's enough for all of us to take action. Because there are kids. As a species, there are kids. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. I don't care about liking and subscribe, just share. Thank you.